Let's call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Enslinger.
Here.
Jerza.
Here.
Larson.
Here.
Osterloo.
Here.
Penny.
Here.
Schmidt.
Here.
Sonny.
Here.
Dosher. Here. We have quorum.
Thank you. Declaration of conflict of interest. Do we have any on the proposed agenda?
We've got conflicts on 9, 10, and 11.
All right, so noted. Proposed agenda has been provided. Do I hear a motion to approve, or is there any need for corrections or additions?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded that the agenda be approved as presented. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. Mark, it's your turn.
Enslinger.
Yep.
Jerza.
Yes.
Osterloo.
Yes.
Penny.
Yes.
Schmidt.
You.
Sonny.
Yes.
Larson.
Yep.
Carried.
For any of you who may be watching us on TV, note that we have one of our members telephonically joining us, so all motions will be approved by roll call vote. Next meeting has been, minutes of the previous meeting of March 27th have been provided in the packet. Any additions or corrections?
Move to approve. Second.
Moved and seconded that the minutes be approved as presented. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none, we're ready to vote. Mark, your turn.
Osterloo.
Yes.
Penny.
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Yes.
Enslinger.
Yes.
Jerza.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next meeting tentatively scheduled for the 24th of April. Do I hear a motion for the blanket?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded that the blanket for the 24th of April be approved. Discussion. Hearing none. Mark, your turn.
Penny.
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Sonny.
Yes.
Enslinger.
Yes.
Jerza.
Yes.
Osterloo.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, next item on the agenda is a conditional use permit. Marcy Stoltz has applied for a conditional use permit to operate a child care family residential daycare located at 937 East 4th Avenue, legally described as Lot 1, Block 1 of Metzers and Hager addition. City of Mitchell, Davidson County, South Dakota. The said real property is zoned R3 medium density residential district. Talk to us a little bit about it, Mark, please.
It was published in the newspaper. Notices were sent out to the neighbors. We received 3 responses in favor, 1 against. Marcy's unable to be here right now because she is running daycare. She was approved for daycare 2 or 3 years ago, 2 years ago about. So she's moving to this location, that other location. She is in the process of working with the state to put up a fence in the backyard for a grant from the state. Once the weather clears and the ground unthaws all the way, she'll get posts in the ground and get that put up. She did talk to the neighbor across the street that had the one opposed, and that was due to the parking concerns. There used to be another daycare right next to where she's at, and they have a lot more employees at that one. This is a home residential, so she's the only one that's allowed to work at that, and they used to park on that street. But it is a street, it's public right of way, anybody can park wherever they want, as long as it's parked legally. Fire Marshal Sandoval has been through the place and has given his okay with it. I can answer any other questions you may have.
She's been operating in a different location.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion?
Any concerns with the current location?
I mean, when she came in about it, I told her parking's going to be #1 concern there because the school is directly across the street, so she knows that. She's talked to her people that will be bringing kids saying quick drop-offs, try and park over on the side of the street instead of on First Avenue. The fence, I told her right away, was going to be the other thing with it being a busy street. And she said until the fence goes up, they'll stay inside or they'll go to the park.
I guess my question was directed to the site she's at now, where she's
Oh.
operating. Have there been any complaints or anything there?
No complaints at her
Okay.
previous location. And she does rent from this place just like she rented from the other place, and the landlord has no issues, and actually one of the letters was from the landlord.
Mark, what's the timeline on the fence?
Probably May, as soon as they can get it into the ground.
Yeah, the state will approve those things. That's usually just to
Okay.
fill out the application.
Right.
So we've seen those before.
Right.
Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve with typical conditions.
Second.
Moved and seconded that this be approved at this new location. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none. Mark, it's your turn.
Schmitz?
Yep.
Sonny?
Yes.
Genslinger?
Yes.
Jerza?
Yes.
Osterloo?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Larson?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, a plat of lots 1 through 13 and Lot A of the Sharpstone Deuce Addition in the west one half of the south one half of the southwest quarter of the northwest quarter of Section 9, T103 North, Range 60 West, of the 5th parallel meridian, City of Mitchell, Davidson County, South Dakota, as requested by Sharpstone Deuce LLC. Talk to us a little bit about this.
You have seen the master plan, you approved it on 9/12/22. They created a PUD, and that was approved 9/19 by council. This plat follows along with all the regulations that are in with the PUD. Public Works has looked through this plat, we have no issues. There's a lot of easements that go along with this for your sidewalk. And the Lot A will actually be a one-way street that'll be by HOA. There'll be a developer's agreement that goes along with this prior to any issues of any issuance of any building permits. Applicants here, if you have any questions for him at all.
Any further comments, applicant?
No.
Any questions from the audience? Hearing none, we're ready for a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded that the plat be approved as presented. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none, your turn, Mark.
Sonny?
Yes.
Schmitz?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Osterloo?
Yes.
Jerza?
Yes.
Genslinger?
Yes.
Larson?
Yes.
Motion approved.
And the next item is an approval of a master plan from Muller Lumber Company, Mornings View Subdivision. And I think we've looked at a preliminary of this before, have we not?
Actually, we approved a master plan previously, 6 months ago-ish. Actually, I believe it was on the 12th of September as well. They have changed from what their previous design was going to be. So this is a new master plan. Previously, there was another road that was coming in here and hooking up and around, and that's not there anymore. Plum Avenue's shifted a little bit, little smaller lots on the north side of that now. Public Works has looked through this. We have no issues with it at all.
Questions or comments from anybody out there in the audience? Questions or comments from this body? Hearing none, I assume we're ready for motion. So this is the motion on a reapproval of the plan as presented.
Yes.
Yours, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to reapprove the plan as amended or changed or whatever you want to call it. Is there discussion on that motion? Hearing none. Mark, your turn.
Genslinger?
Yes.
Jerza?
Yes.
Osterloo?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Schmitz?
Yes.
Sonny?
Abstain.
Larson?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, next item. A plat of West Plum Avenue, lots 13 through 26, Block 2, lots 1 through 7, Block 3, Drainage Tract 1, Block 4, the MLC addition, a subdivision of Block 3 in Lot 4B, Block 4, and Block 5 of Morning View addition to the City of Mitchell, South Dakota, as requested by Muller Lumber Company.
The plat actually did not make it in the first packet. so the packet that you have doesn't have it in because there's only 27 pages in it. I did amend it shortly after publishing it, so the packet that's online does have the plat in it, but this is the plat for the master plan that you just approved. The previous plat with the master plan was never recorded, so there is no vacation that goes along with
Yep.
this at all.
Yeah, after they started thinking about plat, I think that's when they decided they needed some
Yep.
addition to the, or, I don't know, how shall we say it, some revision to the master plan.
Correct.
Anybody in the audience got any comments? I see Mr. Muller is here.
Nope, we don't.
Anybody from this body got a comment or question? Engineering's happy with what they've looked at so far?
Yep, no concerns.
So we're ready for a motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded that the plat be approved as presented. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none? Guess whose turn it is, Mark?
Yep. Osterloo,
Yes.
Penny,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Sonny,
Abstain.
Genslinger,
Yes.
Jurza,
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, next item. Urbana Drive, Sammy Davis Avenue, Dean Martin Court, East South Point Avenue, lots 7 through 16, Block 1, and lots 1 through 15, Block 2, Lot 1, Block 3, and drainage tract 1 of Stardust subdivision of the city of Metro Davidson County, South Dakota, as requested by Jensen Capital and Development, LLC. Talk to us a little more.
Again, the master plan for this one was approved on 9/12/22. This is following along with their master plan that they provided to us. They're just platting out all the lots. Previously, 1 through 6 had been platted out. Now with the rest of it getting platted, all the names for the roads were previously approved by LEDC. We knew that at the master plan. I can answer any questions you have for me. Public Works has no issues with it. Applicants here for this one as well, if you have any questions.
Okay. Applicants, you got anything to add to it?
No, sir.
All right, we're ready for motion then.
I'll move to approve.
Have a motion to approve, do I hear a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded that the plats be approved as presented. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none? Guess what, Mark?
Penny,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Sonny,
Abstain.
Genslinger,
Yep.
Jurza,
Yes.
Osterloo,
Yes.
Larson.
Yep.
Motion carried.
All right. Now, is there any other business to come before this body at this time? Hearing none. We are ready for public input. If you need to address the board on an item that was not on the agenda, excluding personnel items, please come forward to the podium, state your name and your concern. Presentations are limited to 3 minutes. Items will be considered, but no action will be taken at this time. Seeing no one come to the podium, we are adjourned.